We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads. But right now we're too fast to slow down, just slow down, just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. Just acting our age.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rabbit into the rapids and being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling riveting, rhythmically right and vigorous, spinning right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Steelers going up against the Bears. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. One receiver to the left is Evans. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go.
The play clock's running down.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow. a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Now let's go. Blue, land it.
And the back goes into motion.
Detroit!
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Their dangerous wide receiver, 29 yards. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Watkins alone on the left side. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Second down following the run. On second down, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact and give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run with Marshall. And some room to maneuver. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Sammy Watkins, 33 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down.
Let's go!
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The offense lining up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
This is Marshall, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now Marshall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This will be from 56 yards out. The crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll give the Steelers a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky set. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Marty. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught by Parker. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Preston Smith in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. To throw is Wilson. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Second and 10 now. Wilson finding time. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. He'll take this inside the 40. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out in the pistol. And here's Marshall. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a handoff looking right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They find some open field here. He's at the 50, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, a little 360.
Man.
So we've arrived at halftime here. You seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. Third quarter action now. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And he's got room. A great read, and it's picked off.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Sheldon Rankins, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Surveying the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal.
There's no secret to beating a 3-4 when you're trying to run the ball up the middle. You have to control the guy over the nose of the center. And oftentimes, he's awfully hard to move. That's why he's there. A big guy, usually north of 300 pounds, with some agility. But somehow, you got to figure out how to move him. And most teams will double the nose. center, and a guard, trying to move it to one side or the other. And when they're able to do that successfully, as just happened here, that's when you get big-time running plays.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks. You're this close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Shift together here from the D-line. And a give this time to the tailback. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw is Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And quick throw here, that's complete. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Wilson will throw again. Caught. Kelsey, left side. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here's another interception. interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 98 yards. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last, and he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Wilson. Incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. So the screen good for only 2, now it's 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
No, check, Patriot!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And the Bears are going to get a first.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche, and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Give them 11 on the gain there, and the Steelers are going to have a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. They got to get to the 23 here on third. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third down, Wilson. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they look very aware aware that those could happen on any given down.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Lucky 56.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel.
Here we go now. Detroit. Here we go. Detroit.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Evans is alone to his right. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Wilson. And this is caught by Watkins. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with 1 complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.